we had a very close call with a tornado situation last night. And when I say very close, I mean scary close.
So there's where it began. Started to come up right there. There you go. Over Doherty when there was a 58-mile-per-hour wind gust. Yes, right over Doherty. That's when it intensified. Started to get a little stronger coming up over the lake. Shear rate started to max out right over the south end of the lake. And then instead of lifting north, it just kept moving off to the east, which is keeping Sulphur out of that threat.
We're getting dangerously close to full. I mean,
oh, there's one. It's a good one.
you know, we shouldn't have to make videos like this. We shouldn't even have to have services like this. But today's video is sponsored by Delete Me. Delete Me helps you protect your personal information on the internet. We all are on the internet. No matter what you do, no matter how private you think you are, your information is on the internet somewhere. If you've ever been born in America, if you've ever had a phone, if you ever had an email address, anything. If you ever went to the carnival and signed up with this little guy standing there that wants you to put your name, address, and phone number on a piece of paper to enter a drawing to win a car, your personal information is on the internet. And Delete Me helps scrub the internet and remove that information. And one thing that I've specifically been getting bombarded with in spam emails and messages on Messenger and Instagram is folks that are trying to hack my account by sending me a notice that says, your Facebook account's going to be deleted in 30 days if you don't fill out this form. And you click on it and it wants you to log into Facebook. That's how I lost my Facebook page years ago. It's a very similar situation. They're attacking my email sometimes. They attack personal messages, and I hate it. It's just, ugh. So if you sign up for Delete Me, you're going to get a personal privacy dashboard, and they're going to go in and review your information for listings that are on the internet that shouldn't be there. And you can see we've been with Delete Me for quite some time now, and they've reviewed 30,000 listings, and it'll show you who or what type of websites had your information. And so Delete Me is going to send them a notice that says, hey, you need to take this information off the internet. You know, they had my name, age, past address, marital status, spouse, relatives. Like, there are just pages and pages and pages of this. So if you're looking for a way to help protect your information on the internet, give Delete Me a look. Go check them out. You can get 20% off all consumer data plans right now if you go to joindeleteme.com/arms20. That's joindeleteme.com/arms20. Or use code ARMS20 at checkout. Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel in Houston from Arms Family Homestead, and as you can see, the pond caught some more water. Is it full?
No.
Well,
Almost.
almost. So it's a bluebird, bright, sunshiny day, but it wasn't until about 30 minutes ago. Over the last, I think, 3 days, it's rained, not nonstop. Yesterday was pretty. It didn't rain much yesterday at all. But last night, the night before, the day before that, torrential downpours. And we had a very close call with a tornado situation last night. And when I say very close, I mean scary close.
Okay, so that tornado warning came out with the circulation over Doherty. Maybe let's take this back like 30 minutes and see that circulation so we can show folks kind of the evolution of it, and of course why we're on covering it. So there's where it began. Started to come up right there. There you go. Over Doherty when there was a 58-mile-per-hour wind gust. Yes, right over Doherty. That's when it intensified. Started to get a little stronger coming up over the lake. Shear rate started to max out right over the south end of the lake. And then instead of lifting north, it just kept moving off to the east, which is keeping Sulphur out of that threat. And I will say right now, that threat has moved mostly out. It has looked down to the south.
So actually, I don't think there was a tornado that touched down anywhere. But that was at about 4 o'clock this morning. the tricky part is we weren't home. Although my phone was blowing up from people checking on us, calling us, making sure we were watching the weather. But about 4:15, 4:30 this morning, something like that, we just about got wiped out by a tornado, and thankfully it did not touch the ground. But what I was saying, the tricky part was we weren't home because we were in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I told you guys for a couple of videos we were going up to Stillwater to a big annual event called Calf Fry, because a friend of ours, that's not really a kid anymore, guy that graduated with Weston named TJ Todd, was opening the first night of Calf Fry. So he opened up for Hudson Westbrook, and who were all the bands? You know more about it than me. Hudson Westbrook,
All 60, Treaty Oak Revival.
There was one more in the middle there. I can't remember the name.
I can't think of the...
Anyways, I knew we were really familiar with TJ, obviously. Opening for Hudson Westbrook was pretty cool to see. And then Treaty Oak Revival was the big finishing act, big closer. And I don't really listen to them, but the kids did. And it was quite the show. We had a lot of fun.
Are y'all ready to get this thing started? Will y'all please welcome to the stage the boys from Southern Oklahoma, the TJ Todd Band!
Hey, whoa, I think the TJ Todd Band dad is standing next to me.
What's up, Calf Fry 2025? Let's get ready, come on. There's nothing colder than the show you believe in me. Staring at my feelings on the ceiling. Well, it took 2 whole hours to be the talk of the town. Now everybody's talking about the rumors going around. Calf Fry 2025, how are we feeling tonight? Come on now. Man, we're so grateful to be here, getting to open up for so many great acts back here, man. We got a crazy day ahead of us, all of us, man. All right, so you guys, we are the TJ Todd Band. We dropped an album about a year ago now, and it was called Make It Last. We're gonna play a song off that album. It's called Written All Over You. Hope you like it. Here we go. I saw you downtown with your friends, falling in love all over again. All right, y'all, this next song right here is the first song we ever put out as a band, first song we ever wrote. It's about where we're from in Southern Oklahoma. This song, you know, it talks about just living the Okie dream, man. That's why we titled it this, and it's called Oklahoma Dream. So if you know this song, sing along. Here we go. Looking over the small white town, I don't wanna come back, but I'll show you a story. 50 stars and 13 stripes flying over that red dirt silhouette, strapping them helmets on for the red and white, and the whole town shows up on Friday night. See them gold kids and bulldog fans just rooting for their team. Small town stars and pro kid all partying right here at Campfire until the rooster crows tonight. Come on. Well, them long tan legs and blue daisy dukes, well, girl, you know you're trying to tip me. Everybody told you the boy from Oklahoma, well, girl, he's too damn risky. Walk a little closer, hair falling off your shoulder, get your red lipstick on. Take a little chance, do a little dance when it comes to boy. Hop up in the truck bed, it don't matter what your friends say. Oh, we're gonna have us a long night of whiskey on out. Watch the stars shine as the sun. Oh, we're gonna have us a long night of whiskey on ice. Watch the stars shine as the sun comes in. Till the rooster crows. Thank you so much, Campfire 2025, man. Let's go!
So like I said, we stayed the night. We had a hotel in Stillwater, and it rained there and it rained here, but obviously we had a very close call with a tornado situation here. And when I left here yesterday, I came and checked the pond about, I don't know, 11 o'clock yesterday morning. And from yesterday to today, I think it's probably risen 6 or 8 inches, but I have not dumped or even checked the rain gauge in about 4 days. And I would say, Houston, take a guess at how much rain we've had in 4 days, but Houston's already checked the rain gauge. He knows.
Yeah.
So the pond is not quite completely full, but guys, we're getting dangerously close to full. I mean, I don't have a tape measure with me, but I'm going to go over there by the spillway in a minute. But I bet it's less than a foot from being completely full. What do you think?
Yeah.
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 Good talk. So, rain gauge. Have not dumped this out in, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, something like that. We are just shy of 4 inches, like, well, a little over 3.5 inches. So, pretty solid amount of rain. Now, I will say this, though. The other day, like 2 rain showers ago, they were calling for anywhere from 4 to 6 inches overnight. We didn't get that. We got maybe an inch that night. But when we keep getting an inch here or 2 inches there, as saturated and as muddy as everything is around here, it's all runoff and it runs straight to the pond. So we have been getting a lot of rain, which is very good. We've just kind of missed some of those big, huge gully washers. If you go an hour west of here, 2 hours west of here, Lawton, Oklahoma has been like streets flooded. I've seen videos of people driving boats down the streets and cars floating away. And I mean, they're getting 6, 8, 10 inches of rain in a couple days over and over and over. And I'm thankful we're not getting that, because I'm very happy at how this pond has filled up with not needing necessarily those big 4-inch rains to fill it. I wish you'd quit coughing.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's like bad.
Mom could get you some cough medicine, some cough drops.
I've already taken some.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Anyways, he's getting over a cough. We hope he's getting over it. We haven't really needed those big giant gully washer rains to fill this thing up. It's been on 1.5 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches here and there. But thankfully, those have all come fairly quickly. I mean, really, if you think about it, we just finished this pond I don't know, technically, probably in February. I'd have to go back and look. But it's filled up. I mean, it's within 12 inches of being completely full in a little over a month, really. Let's call it 2 months. Less than 2 months. I don't know. To fill this entire pond that a lot of my subscribers said would take 2 to 3 years if it ever filled. And it's every time it rains and comes up, it spreads out. And this thing is getting big, Houston.
I know it is.
What were you counting? I saw you had all your fingers out.
Months.
Counting months?
Yeah, I kind of forget sometimes.
Hey, I forgot to mention something. Do you have your phone?
Yeah.
So last night, the Hudson Westbrook was probably who you were most excited to see yesterday, right?
Yeah.
You think? So DJ and Houston went up close to the stage, and they were like, what, 3 rows back, maybe?
3 rows behind people.
And so like right front center stage, right in front of Hudson Westbrook. And Houston got something.
I did.
Houston got focus. Hudson gave Houston one of his guitar picks.
One of 3 guitar picks from last night.
One of 3 that he threw out into the crowd he gave to you, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
cool.
then he was like walking away, and I was like, "What's up?" I yelled at him. I was like, "What's up?" And he said it back. And I was like, "I got your pick." And he was like, "Sick. That's awesome."
He's like, "Yeah, no, dude, I threw it at you."
Yeah.
So anyways, that was a cool story from last night. But back on the pond subject, we are almost to max capacity, and it is gorgeous. And we're already starting to see a flurry of wildlife over here. Every time we come over here, there's birds all around the pond. I came over, I don't know, a week or so ago. There were 2 wood ducks back towards the back, and that's something that I don't think a lot of people understood of what we were doing here in Houston. And yes, this is a bass fishing pond, and you guys know that Houston loves to duck hunt, but we're also trying to create a habitat that draws in more wildlife, especially ducks. But one thing that we really couldn't showcase when there was no water in the pond is the flooded timber at the back. We left a lot of timber, and that's something that's got you pretty excited, right?
Yes, it does.
It's perfect duck habitat. Let's go back and take a look, because we haven't even seen it completely flooded yet.
Yeah, I haven't either, so let's go.
So we're all the way at the very far back of the pond right now. And like I said, this was something we intentionally did, which will be good for the fish, but it's going to be really good for ducks and things to have some standing flooded timber. I mean, can you imagine? It's going to be hard to fish back here, Houston. You almost have to wade fish it. And over time, a lot of the smaller trees will die out of here, but those big oaks will die off and just be standing dead timber. But there's probably, by the time this is completely full, I bet there will be maybe 3/4 of an acre back here that is in the timber. Will be standing timber that will be perfect for duck season, for getting ducks in here, holding waterfowl, giving them a place to, feel safe back in here. Can you imagine, hey, after we get some big bass in here, what it's going to be like trying to bass fish around some of this stuff when they're spawning? I mean, you got floating logs out here moving around right now, look like alligators floating around.
Yeah.
But
you get a topwater frog, throw it right under there. Ooh, that's money, man.
yeah, there's going to be frogs hanging in all the trees, huh?
You see this? Yeah. See that? You see that?
Okay, we'll see about it. But it's going to be cool, man. It's just, this was just something, kind of an idea we had, that we wanted to leave an area that was more of a, almost like a waterfowl sanctuary, huh?
Yeah. So you see that big tree back there? It's like that yellowish looking tree.
That big tree.
Like-
Yeah, back in there.
Yeah. Water's all the way over there. That's crazy.
It's going to go way back in there. And plus, I mean, you can see one of my flags here, so it's going to come up another foot and spread out even more. So, I don't know. Pretty cool.
So yeah, this is gonna be like perfect for like right after. This is gonna be perfect for duck season, but like right after is when it's gonna be really good for all the woodies and the teal to get back in here, and they'll be able to make nests and stuff so I can repopulate, and they'll find another safe place.
Yeah, I mean, once some of these trees start to die off, wood ducks, I mean, that's why they're called wood ducks. They make nests in hollow logs and hollow trees and things. So, yeah, it'd be good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, one thing we could do is, not right now, but, you know, eventually, is come back in here and start putting some duck boxes. Have you ever seen, like, duck house boxes? You know, we can build or get some duck houses, put them on trees, put them on a pole out in the pond so that predators can't get them, different things. Just an idea.
Yeah.
Kelsey's excited about it. Also, side note, all the grass seed we put out is really starting to pop, and getting some coverage, some ground cover around the edges of the pond so that less mud starts going in. Because what happens if you don't get grass growing, Houston, if you don't get all this covered up, the grass is what holds the soil in place. So every time it rains, you get more mud washing and eroding into the pond. So it's still fairly dirty right now, but really it's not as dirty as what I expected.
You can probably see it like a foot almost.
I was gonna say, I bet there's probably 10 to 12 inches of clarity, but honestly, I think we're less than a foot from being full.
Alright, so
Now that this is the first time I've walked over to the spillway, and so I'm just taking a look at it for the first time, but I mean, we're probably only 6 inches from water going in the spillway pipe, Houston. Woo, that's slick.
That's crazy. Alright, so I don't know how long this is, but we're just gonna use it to see. So I'm gonna put that in the water. Should barely touch in the water.
Yep, arrow mark it.
Right there. That's,
I don't know, it's probably
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's 6 inches. That's,
probably 6 to 8 inches.
yeah.
Yeah. So we're almost full, buddy. Almost full.
That's crazy.
It's crazy just looking at this and thinking back what it looked like just a couple months ago. I mean, it just looks like just a big empty bowl of water now. But we know, and you guys all know, there's so much structure out here. You can see the tops of that right there. That was one of those little underwater islands that's like, 6 feet tall. We left the stump in place and excavated all the way around it. There's the tops of a brush pile, that giant brush pile sticking up right there.
See that little stick sticking up out there?
One little stop sticking up.
That's the Bass Castle.
You can barely even tell where the Bass Castle is, and that thing was huge.
Yeah, it was.
Like, there's one tiny little stick sticking up right there. You can kind of see just that one little stub right there. There's a giant pile of trees and an underwater island and big rocks. Look at all the birds flying off. See that?
Yeah.
And a bunch of birds. So, man, it's getting pretty exciting, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's ready for fish for sure.
Yeah.
Even right here, like, you can still see the tops of some of those concrete pieces that I hauled in.
Sorry, it's Jacoby.
Excuse you.
Sorry. It's Jacoby.
He's wanting to go fishing, isn't he?
Yeah. Hello? Oh, you are? Okay, well, I'm getting videoed by Dad, so this is going on YouTube. Okay, bye.
Got to go get Jacoby.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so we will do that real quick. But if you'll remember, there's a whole shelf right here that drops off, and trees and concrete all stacked up right there. And if we get another, whatever it is, 6 or 8 inches of water to get it full, that stuff's just barely going to be showing. All the rocks, those giant boulders that I hauled in and stacked all along that bank over there, completely submerged now. Man. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm excited.
So am I.
I can't wait to throw a line out there, hook a 3-pound bass and reel him in.
I know.
It's
gonna be like, I can't wait till we have this pond to where it's like you can come out here one evening, say you fish for 2 hours, and you catch 3 fish, and they're all 5-pounders. That's what we want. Oh my gosh.
I want to catch more than 3 fish in 2 hours.
Hello? Voila! Thanks.
Hey, you got our package.
I didn't think he was gonna grab it. Okay.
Oh, scoot over, he said.
Dang.
Oh. All right, what's up, Kobe?
What's up?
You probably wanted to go fishing, didn't you?
Nah.
I don't believe you. Well, creek's up, in case anybody was curious. It's actually not too bad now. It was up much higher this morning. Yeah, it definitely was. It was definitely up there for sure. So it's coming down. I can see the concrete slab on this side, but it's not quite low enough to be safe to cross yet. But it is low enough that I bet you there's some fish in here. Just guessing. If they're not here right now, I guarantee you by morning we can find some sand bass in here. But I'm starting to get a little bit concerned. I'm starting to have a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of worry in the back of my brain, because our entire area across Oklahoma, all the rivers are at like max flood stage. Some of the rivers are starting to get out of their banks. When we drove to and from Stillwater, we passed the South Canadian River, the North Canadian River, the Cimarron River. None of those really affect us too much here. They're all north of us, but they're beyond flood stages. The river that matters for us is called the Ouachita River. And the reason it matters is because this creek and all the creeks in this area flow into a lake, Arbuckle Lake. When the lake fills up, they release water out the spillway. It goes directly into the Ouachita River, which flows into Lake Texhoma. They meet with the Red River in Lake Texhoma, then it flows out and goes down towards Gulf of Mexico. It probably hits, another river or whatever. Anyways, the problem is all the lakes are filling up and the the rivers are in flood stage. So what happens when those rivers get too high is the Corps of Engineers tells Arbuckle Lake, the Arbuckle Conservatory Service, whatever it is, that controls the dam, that they're not allowed to release water. So what happens when they don't release water is the lake fills up, gets above normal. Once it fills up to a certain extent, this doesn't go away. Do you remember in 2015 what happened? No, you don't, because you were a tiny little thing. In 2015, we had record amounts of rain. The lakes, all the lakes were full. Lake Texhoma was going over the spillway. All the rivers were out of their banks. They were not allowed to release water out of our lake for over 2 months. There was about 8 or 9 feet of water sitting right here on our driveway that was basically calm, still lake water for 2 months. And that was when the bridge got washed out. Guys, that I'll show some of that old video. We had a lot of fun, but we ended up having to move out of our home for 2 months because the only way in and out of our house was by boat. And that's not very convenient when you have a wife and kids. An hour ago, the water was at least 2 feet higher. This whole platform that holds my bridge up was underwater. It's dropping fast. So I'm hoping that we don't experience another 2015, because when we did that, let's see, we were tying a boat to that small tree right there. Let me zoom out a little bit. We were tying a boat to that tree and that telephone pole up there.
What?
We were tying a boat to that telephone pole. So
Ain't got nothing on it, Daddy.
Got nothing on it, Daddy.
It was a lot of fun because that clip that he always refers to, we were running catfish limb lines all up and down this creek for weeks on end, and caught a lot of catfish. But we were stranded and couldn't get in and out of our house, so that's why we now have this bridge.
All right, here we are. We're at the creek. Creek's up. Trying to catch a sand bass. Let's see if we can get one first cast. Oh, I had a bite. I think I had a bite, maybe. Maybe it was a bite. I don't know. Oh, there. Oh. I think we got fish here. I think we have fish here. There we go. Fix my lure. We got a good POV right here. There we go. This thing's in rough shape. Kobe got one. Dang! Getting the little fishies, huh? Oh, I had one. It's back-to-back casts. They're up in here. Oh, there's one. It's a good one. Easy, easy, buddy, easy, easy, easy. What? Yeah, Kelsey quit. All right, looky there. Look at that fishy. It's a good little fish. I'll let Dad know that they're biting. Call Dad. They're biting.
Cool. Just get some video. Tell them what you're doing. Get some video, and it's fixing to get dark. You can say we'll come back in the morning and try them for real.
Okay.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Alright, here we go. We are going to come back in the morning. Get serious. What? Kobe just got bit like 3 times, he said. And we got probably about 20 minutes before it gets dark. So, yeah. Oh, right there. He ate that quick. On the eye hole jig. Get some mouth. There we go. Hang on here. Here we go. Ate that perfectly. Kobe got one. Get him. Hey, don't reel it up that much next time. Alright, we're back in business. Got him unhooked. Kobe's on again. We got Bear and Kelsey. Kelsey! I know. Kelsey, what are you doing? Let's get a good fish right here. No fishy right there. Got one. Woo. It's a good one. another good one on the owl jig. White and chartreuse. Nothing's crazy or special. Just throwing it right up there. Oh, that was really close to the bank. Get that back over here. Alright, I'm curious. Comment down below what your favorite fish to catch is. Mine is a largemouth bass. Bear. What's bear yapping for? Oh, a snake might have just bit him. I'm looking for it, whatever it was. A snake, I betcha. Alright, I got another question. To all y'all bass fishing people out there, what's your PB bass, so personal record bass, whoop, and what did you catch it on? So like what lure? For me, mine is about 6'5", 6 pounds and 5 ounces or whatever. I don't know.
Biggest bass of your life, huh?
So far.
Yeah.
You're gonna catch one twice that big.
In Jimmy's backyard.
Yes.
One of these days you're gonna get one twice that big. Give her some sugar and turn her back. Oh my gosh, it's great.
Oh, look at all them bluegill right there. Oh my gosh. You don't want to let him go. I'm just trying to get him.
Look at her
Holy
go.
crap.
Look at her go.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think, Walter? Is that the biggest bass you've ever seen?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's a
Let's
big one.
go.
Let's go, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Give me a little bump. All right.
Oh, it was so fun. And it was a big fish. I caught it on a whopper plopper. So comment down below what you caught yours on. Oh, there's a fish. Oh, never mind, it's not a fish. Kobe just said he caught a catfish. He told me to get the pliers, so I'm getting the pliers. May have to catfish sometime. Oh, we could come catfish tonight. That's what we could do. Here we go. Got the pliers. They're little, but they'll work. Let's see if it's really catfish. I'm coming. Ooh, you really did catch a catfish. Oh, that's a good little channel cat. Did he get it in there? Kelsey, get back. The lighting is not good on this, but we got him out. You gonna hold him up?
Yeah.
Turn him. Yeah, hold him like that. Yeah, there you go. Good catfish. Alright, release him. Good catfish. There he goes. Well, that's cool.
I don't want it big.
Catch another one. Catch another one of them. Are you videoing?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready? Oh my gosh.
Here. Hold this real quick.
Hang on.
I'll grab them. I'll just lift them up. Yeah, hold this. I got
No,
them.
I got
grab
it.
them.
Dude, Kobe, video.
I am.
I can get catfish. Quit death rolling, buddy. Oh my god.
Holy.
That's a big one,
He's
Kobe.
a giant.
Oh, shoot. Just snapped the line.
Hold him up.
Here. Hang on.
Just give me the pole. You gonna quit videoing?
No. Hang on. Actually, yeah, you can if you want.
Well, y'all, it's the next day, as you can see, and the creek is not going down. And more than likely, the creek is not going to go down for several days. Hopefully it's not 2 months this time. But with the lake being full, every drop of water that now falls or flows into the lake from all the different creeks is not leaving until they open the floodgates. So this is backwater. It's still moving just a little bit, but not much at all. So it's only going to rise from where it's at right now until they open the floodgates. So, well, it's going to be interesting. But as you saw, Houston and Jacoby came down yesterday, caught quite a few sand bass. I just sent them by themselves, and they ended up catching one catfish up here on accident on a jig. So they came back to the house, re-rigged some stuff up, and came and went catfishing. They caught 4 or 5 pretty decent channel catfish last night on some worms, and I don't think they came home until about 11:30. So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of days, next couple of weeks. Probably going to be a lot of fish caught, a lot of sand bass, a lot of catfish. I don't know. We'll see. But we're kind of flooded in for now. It's not great, but it could be worse. So, anyways, guys, remember, do something today to make somebody smile, because you never know. It just might change the world. So, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys have a great day. And as always, we'll see you on the next video.